Hey everyone, welcome back to You All Learn. Today we are diving into one of the most powerful concepts in Python programming called functions. If you are new to coding or just looking to brush up on your skills, then this video is for you. So let's get started. First, let us know what is a function. A function is a block of reusable code that performs a specific task, which means that once you have written a function, you can use it multiple times without rewriting the code. Next, functions help in organizing code. It means functions help in organizing the code by breaking down complex problems into smaller, manageable pieces, allowing code reusability and reducing redundancy, making code more readable with meaningful names, and simplifying overall structure and hiding complexity. Coming to the syntax of functions, function definitions start with def keyword, followed it with the function name and parentheses. Inside the parentheses, you can define parameters which are optional. Parameters are nothing but the variables that the function accepts as input, and end the function header with a colon. Under the function definition, indent the code block with usually 4 spaces. This makes Python statements valid. You can also use return statements to send an result back to the caller. If no return statement is used, the function returns none by default. Now let's explore why functions are essential in Python programming. We will delve into this concept with a practical example. Consider this example where you need to calculate marks and percentage of students without using functions. First, you need to initialize student name, marks, their total sum and percentage. These steps, you need to type these over and over again for each and individual students. Let's write the same code using functions. In this, we have initialized a function called calculate and print results, and we are providing students as its parameters. In this, we use it for loop, and it will iterate for each and every student to calculate their marks, percentage, and to print. And outside this function, we are providing parameters of individual students, and we are calling the function here. Now let's compare both of them. By seeing this, you may tell there is just a few lines of difference. For example, consider instead of 3, you need to print and calculate 5000 students' details. By writing the code without using functions, the code becomes lengthy and complex. And if you want to add any new parameters in the middle also, it will take a lot of time to insert the code. And if there is any error while calculating the student marks in the formula, modifying the code for changes will become very difficult, and it may raise a lot of errors also. If we come to lines of code, for each and every student, it will take up to 5 lines. If we consider this print statement also. For printing 5000 student details, it will take 25,000 lines. Whereas writing the same code using functions only, number of parameters will be increased to 5000. The remaining code will be the same, which means the number of lines will be 5006 only. And if there is any error in percentage formula also, we can just change the formula in the function, and we can again call this function. From these examples, as you can see, the lines of difference is also very huge. Without using function, you need to write 25,000 lines, and with using functions, you need to just write 5006 lines only. And this tells the importance of using functions in our code. Coming to the advantages of functions, from the above example, we can tell function allows you to write a block of code once and you can use it multiple times, reducing redundancy, which means the number of lines you need to write will be reduced significantly. Functions offer several benefits for Python programmers. In those, modularity is very important. In this, complex problems can be broken down into smaller and manageable functions. Next, maintainability. As you have seen in the example, if there is any logic error in the code, changing the logic will only affect the function itself, minimizing unintended consequences. In other words, you can tell it is easier to update and manage the code. Finally, functions makes the code more readable and organized. If we compare the codes with and without using function, the code which is written using the functions is more readable and organized than compared to the code which we write without using functions. These are few advantages of using functions in the code. If you think you have gained some knowledge by watching the video, Comment the answer for this question as it will help my channel to grow. What is a function in Python? Comment the answer in the comment section.